Hey guys, it's Rhetri from Game Pass Daily. I just wanted to give my reaction and my 2 cents about the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Phil Spencer, and the interview he had on the Xcast. Phil was asked some tough questions, and he did not shy away from answering them, nor did he do the usual PR public relations type of vague answers, in my personal opinion. Does that change the state of Redfall or the end result that gamers got when controllers were in your hands? Absolutely not. But the doom and gloom about Xbox as a business and even firing Phil, I think is way out of hand. Redfall is one game. Before Redfall, Xbox was looking really good. I think we can kind of all agree on that. It was, the momentum was there. They had some great games release. We had Hi-Fi Rush, Age of Empires 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, and games like that, and of course Game Pass titles that came out from the beginning of this year. We had the Persona series, we got Monster Hunter Rise, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Atomic Heart, Wolong, Guilty Gear, Valheim, MLB, NHL 23, and just a lot more games that I did not mention. Of course, we've gotten a ton. I know we want every game to come out and be the best it can be, but not every game is going to be a success, and not every game will be a critical success. But what I liked about this interview is Phil takes full responsibility for the Redfall launch, saying that he's disappointed by the situation and Arkane didn't hit internal goals for Redfall. Another thing that he mentions is the bugs and performance issues. They wouldn't have delayed Redfall, but the game direction is lacking, and the delay wouldn't have changed that much. Now, that's disappointing. That sounds like a huge problem with Xbox internally, and Phil kind of harps on the fact that he thinks maybe they gave them a little too much leeway, right? With Starfield, they were kind of on them right from the get-go. It sounds like with Redfall and Arkane, that wasn't the situation. He says Arkane will continue to work on the game. They have an ETA on the 60 FPS patch. Hopefully that is soon. We won't have to wait too long. He does admit that they made a mistake showing the game at 60 FPS on PC. Now, this is something that happens all the effing time. All the time games are shown on PC. And that is not an excuse. I'm not giving an excuse, but I'm not sure that that is going to go away, unfortunately. I know he mentioned Coalition and Rare are trying to help them get to the 60 FPS issue. So hopefully that will be resolved. And I wonder if we are going to see more games in the future be shown on the Series X itself. That I'm very curious about. Don't be surprised if we don't, though. Or at least there'll be better transparency when it comes to frame rate, because they did mention Starfield, and they did ask him of the 60 versus the 30, are we going to get some transparency on that soon? And he said yes to that, so we'll see. He did say he's happy about the roadmap. He wants a game every quarter. I know a bunch of people just rolled their eyes just now, and I do not blame you. This is a hot topic for me as well. They've been talking about the one game a quarter for years now. This is more than 2 years old from the quote when they were saying that. So we'll see what happens with that. But he did say for the showcase, this is a little interesting tidbit, there will be new game announces and gameplay updates on announced first-party games coming to the Xbox Games Showcase. Now, that tells me they are done with the 12-month thing. If they have new game announcements, those aren't coming out in a year, guys. So I think they learned their lesson on the 12-month thing. I know not everyone had an issue with it. I personally did, but I think that is over. So he also said something that was pissing a lot of people off, that Starfield could be 11 out of 10 and you won't see people selling their PlayStations. I think a lot of people aren't understanding what he's saying here. He's talking about the ecosystem and expanding out the ecosystem, and that they may never be able to beat PlayStation or Nintendo in console sales. And that's fine. That's why they're pushing so hard for PC and mobile, because they know they need to expand into different markets. That's what he's talking about, guys. There's brand loyalty, and PlayStation guys are and Nintendo guys are extremely loyal. So aren't you guys. That's why you stuck with Xbox through the bad times, and there's been a lot of them. That's why we're all still here, right? But I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I know Paris dropped some names about Perfect Dark, Everwild, Fable, State of Decay, Contraband, Hellblade 2, and that we want more communication on those games. And Phil agreed, so we'll see what happens with that as well. But I'm excited about the future. I still am. I think it's still going to end up being a great year this year, and I hope you guys will stick around for it. I know I will. I think Xbox and I think Game Pass is going to be great this year, and it's going to be fantastic next year too. But that's all I had to say, guys. I would highly recommend you go watch this interview. It's really, really good. It's the most candid you'll probably ever see any CEO of gaming in this industry be. Thanks for watching Game Pass Daily, guys, and make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter and join our Discord community.